weirder. You know, everybody does lessons in 3 and 4.
I might run out of card space with all this. I just looked at the time I have left recording and it said 32 minutes.
Oh.
That's alright, we can go on with that if you want to.
If it happens. It depends on how much I talk, really. So, I'll look at your position in second. So, I think we'll work out a second. So, simple parry will go up into first. Just so we're working this a little bit. Because, 3 and 4, okay, fine. Everybody does lessons in 3. That's like the default.
Right.
So, let's do something different.
Okay.
Work the low lines. I'm a huge fan of low lines. I murderize people with them, especially French fencers. Because they always stay up here. And they don't use 7 and 8 because they suck. In comparison. Okay. And swoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's fine. If you have any French fencers, you can edit that out.
I don't.
Okay, good.
Well, what's this for small sword?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, on guard, go ahead and take second. So remember, point is out slightly, just like all the other positions. Okay, so there we go. Okay. So Goggler says go to the high line with these. I advocate a slightly lower target to close out against this stupid revenge thrust. Okay, so blade and line, and yeah, so you want to go over here. It doesn't need to be so extreme. Go ahead and recover. I'll give you a lunge here in a minute. But just kind of, if I can demonstrate, go along here. So you don't have to like seek, just close out, because if you were to extend now, yeah, you just need to occupy that space. You don't need to really, really close out. Back on guard, please. Okay. So your forearm is dipping slightly. There we go. Yeah. You want it about level, maybe just a little bit of a break in the wrist.
Okay.
As long as the point's kind of descending naturally. That's why I wanted to work on this line. Okay, again, blade and line, and yeah, there's your closure right there. Okay, back arm down, there we go. Okay, so all in one tempo, just extend to that target and go. There we go. Again, good. Little extreme, so not so much of an angle, just dial it back a little bit.
More here rather than...
Yeah, not so far to the side.
Okay.
That's right here's fine. Okay? Let's go ahead and do the same target but by disengagement. And okay, cover. So let's take out that hesitation. All the arm action in one motion. There we go. Yeah. And cover. So try to make that mid-course correction. Right? So engage my blade in second. Okay, so all you need to do, up and off. Right, you don't need to separate it out. You don't need to come over here and readjust. It's just up and off. Okay, back on guard. And cover. So you're just going a little too far to the inside when you disengage. Okay, cover. All right, relax. Take a break. Lots of lunges. I'm surprised at how cold it's been getting here.
Yeah.
I think I flew over the cold front that was in Albuquerque and I hit it again. Like it steamrolled over Georgia. Whenever you're ready. All right, so next action, your engagement in second. Glide with the point. Oh, just glide. I'm sorry, I just did the saber lesson. I'm using saber terminology. All right, on, guard. All right, engage in second. So try not to kick the wrist out when you're engaged. Now, when you extend, you can press with the middle finger. So extend from where you are. Yeah. So that way, you still have a good geometry, but your point's on target. Rather than extending out like this, it's there. Okay. Engage. So you still want the point out here. Move the point when you extend. Cover. And again, it doesn't need to be extreme. Just a little bit. Engage. Okay, watch that point. and pia. Yeah. Okay. Again, engage, and pia. Okay, cover, one more time, engage. Get the engagement, there we go, and pia. Cover. All right, first position resting. Are you getting any flow?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Alrighty. So for the simple parry, like I said, I want to look at first, so let's go ahead and use your engagement in second. Simple parry first, riposte by glide. Okay. On, guard, engage. Yeah. Go ahead and sink just a little bit. Yeah, on the parry. So the tendency, I think, is for people to sink on the riposte, but you don't want your vertical distance changing as you're extending, because that can cause the blade to hit weird or bend the wrong way. But if you sink on the parry, opens up target, the only thing moving for the riposte is your weapon. Makes it nice and easy. On guard.
So I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So on the riposte, can the hand come out or should it stay up?
You know, I get that question a lot. And it's a good one. It's a good one. The answer is, so there's what Gogler says, and then there's what I say, which is it depends. The ideal situation is that only your weapon is moving. So you make the parry, this stays up, and you don't have to do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, depending on the distance, sometimes you need this incremental, a little bit of incremental reach. So the first part, you know, make your parry, say you're just shy, or you know you've been fencing somebody who's just a skosh out of distance. Now, do I do this? Yeah, I do. So what that does is it inclines the torso. Sometimes you can lean a little bit more. Sometimes I even have people leaning like this, but this causes a bit of a pitch. If that's not sufficient, say the fencers are of disparate size, okay? Make the parry, extend, reverse lunge. So that inclines the torso even more because it's taking advantage of the lunge position. And only after that, so say they're out of reach or they're really tall compared to you, or they're recovering, then you lunge on the riposte. But those little additions or variants can help with the riposte.
Mm-hmm.
But the default should be keep it up. And that's way different from what Gogler says. I use his as the default, but he doesn't take into account a lot of real life, I think. So hopefully that answers your question.
It is.
All right, on, guard, okay, engage. Okay, sink on the parry, not the riposte. Engage. Watch the wrist. There you go. Still sinking on the riposte. Slow it down, one tempo at a time. Engage. So hold the parry, but sink on it. Okay, and now riposte. There we go. One more time, just like that. Engage. Wait for the riposte.
Okay.
Yeah, let's break it, keep it broken apart for now. Engage. Get that sink in, watch the point. Sink, 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 and now riposte. Yes. Okay, now put it back together. Engage. Sink on that parry.
I sunk even lower with the boss.
Engage. Watch the point. Keep it deviated. There we go. Still sinking on the riposte. Slow it back down. Sink. Riposte. Yep. Again. We'll get there. Engage. Watch the point. Sink and riposte. One more time. We'll take a short break. There we go. All right. Rest for a second. Yeah, especially with first. I mean, sinking on any parry is advised. But with first, it has this kind of opening up of the target. Like you're lifting here and sinking, so it kind of like pries open target visibility. It's kind of cool the way it works. But really, you get that kind of little extra target with sinking on any parry. Really, it really is beneficial. I think we discussed this in your saber lesson as well. it also has the effect of kind of lining the system back up. Because the lunge, right, there's a small change in vertical distance. So sinking on the parry lines that back up.
Gotcha.
It's probably more pronounced in foil because it's a point thrust weapon. You can kind of jimmy it a little in saber because there's more vectors of attack. Working hard, man. I mean, like all day. I mean, I'm just tight from sitting during Francesco's presentation.
Oh, yeah. As after eating the dinner full of like comfort food and going sitting lecture, I nearly went to bed afterwards. So got lessons.
We'll do just a couple more reps of this, see if we can get the sink into the parry and maybe add a little alacrity to both actions. Let's do it. I like it. All right, on guard, in second. Engage. Okay, watch the wrist, move the point. There we go. And sink on that parry. Nice. Okay. Engage. Good. One more time. Engage. All right.
Didn't do it all that time.
Well, you did a little. It wasn't as pronounced as the previous repetitions, but it was there.
Okay.
I'll take it. The timing was good too. We kind of ramped back up the timing. All right, so we'll elude that. My engagement in second, feint by disengagement and disengagement against my parry at first. Ready? On. Guard. Okay. And via. Right. Try again. Via. Hey. Good. Nice closure. Nice line. Via. Hey. Cover. Okay. Via. Hey. Cover. All right. First position. I don't need to see any more of those. That second disengagement is tight. Feint's good. It's far enough away to draw a simple parry. Low enough to force a first. Because if it's any higher, I could do a half circle 4.
Right.
So there's all sorts of things that could go wrong there. Second's weird like that, and you'll find I'll do a little bit more exposition with the circle second, which it happens to be when we do the deceive, honestly. But yeah, you want to, because only first can cover the low inside line. Nothing else does, unless I want to do a low fourth, but that no, use first. Okay, next action. From your engagement in second, circular parry second, riposte by glide. We may change the riposte because of our height difference, because the detached riposte goes high.
Right.
And you will have reason to use it. So we might do a couple reps of each.
Gotcha.
But,
so riposte by glide first?
Yeah, let's do the glide first.
Okay.
On. Guard. Engage in second. Okay, and watch that point. Good. Okay, we can still sync on this one too. Engage. Sync on that parry. Nice. Yeah. Should make the riposte easy. It should feel easier. Engage. Engage. On the pick. Hang on the parry, not the riposte. Good. So, careful not to go.
Yeah.
Don't overdo the parry. Start and end in the same spot.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to. You're gonna need to kick it out here. Really minimize it. Okay? On guard. Engage. Okay, watch that. And. Okay, on the next one, stop at the parry. Engage. Okay, so this is where you want your parry to end. Stop at the parry. That's all. So you didn't kick your wrist out? Now we're close. Yeah. Put it back together. Okay, a couple more reps. We'll take a quick break. Engage. Okay, watch the wrist. Keep the point out. Engage. Point. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Another one like that. Engage. There we go. All right. Relax. Breathe.
He's going to be about 5'2" here in a few minutes. He's going to keep melting into the ground.
Well, at the rate I'm asking him to sink. So, you may not have been looking, but I hope you noticed, where was my attack going?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right along the
Yeah, I'm not over here, because you'd want to do a simple parry, right? Exactly. This makes it way more economical to do a circular parry.
Right.
So, moving on, when you do your feint to draw the circular parry, you got to feint there.
Mm-hmm.
And with second, it's even more particular, because any deviation from that close feint, if you're up here, simple third. If you're over here, first. If you're over here, first or fourth. So you have to be specific when dealing with second in particular, because any number of things could happen from that line.
Gotcha. So from, say like an engagement a second, if I
Uh-huh.
go up and parry 3,
Uh-huh.
well, when you're disengaging the high line. If I engage 3, is that simple parry or is
It is a simple parry.
Okay.
So
Half circles would be the.
simple parries move the shortest distance between two adjacent lines, except for fourth and first. There is no change between fourth and first because of the change in hand height.
Yeah.
Because again, the attacking steel is coming in, so it's likely. So just give me a blade line real quick. I may have done this with you already. So say I want to parry fourth, but you're attacking here. Okay. Similarly, if you're attacking high and I want to parry first. So there's no simple change, at least in the theory. Is it mechanically possible? Yes. Have I done it? Sure. Should you? Maybe not. Maybe a circular parry is a better idea. But because of the wrapping on the arm, there's no inside line change. Now, there is for second and third. So that fulfills those conditions, the shortest distance between two adjacent lines. 3 and 4, 3 and 2, 1 and 2.
Okay.
Those are your simple parries. Incidentally, those are also your simple beats when you do beats.
I guess the only thing that was like kind of catching there is essentially just like that little rotating point.
So, so for our theory, it's a simple parry because again, see above comment about the fulfilling those conditions. Now the French, because 7 and 8 are purely low lines and 4 and 6 are purely high lines. These are called semicircular parries. Okay, these are lateral, circular, semicircular, and diagonal. Whereas for us, these are half circular. Because if we were joined to, right, it would end up being a circular parry effectively. Transports and envelopments follow that same logic.
Gotcha.
Once you look at it a couple times, it begins to make sense. But having been cursed with French training at the beginning of my career, I happen to know these things. Or maybe it's a blessing. It's been taken advantage of before. I in fact, with Cecilia, when I gave her lesson, she's a French foil. She's Martinez trained, and I gave her a lesson with this, but I did all my commands in French.
Fair enough.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Next action. From my engagement in second, feint by disengagement and deceive. Okay, on guard. Okay, so make that. Let's break the first one down. Feint nice and close. Okay, right about there, and follow me around. There you go. Yeah, close out. Got it? Yeah. Good. Okay. And yeah. Good. Very nice. Nice closure. Very, very optimum. And yeah. Oh. And yeah. Cover. Little extreme on the closure. Yeah. And yeah. Nice. Okay. One more rep. Watch that second. And yeah. Good. All right. First position, rest. take a retreat. We're just scooting a little. You alright?
Yeah.
Okay. Technically, one can do doubles before the circular parry. You know, you can just do multiple simple parries. I like to do the simple, do the circle, and then combine the two. So if you're up for a double feint, you can do one of those.
Yeah.
And it'll use both of the parries you've already eluded. So, next action, from my engagement in second. Feint by disengagement, deceive, and disengagement. So you're going to feint close, feint far. Right? So you're drawing a circle, drawing a simple parry, final thrust. Got it? Alright, let's try it out. On. Guard. So break the first one down. Feint 1, 2, go. Okay, got it? And via, hey, oh. Try again. Follow me around for that first one. Via, hey, hey, up. Good. Cover. You don't need to close way over here. Work that straight line you were using, just fine. And via, hey, hey, up. Yeah, there we go. Good closure. Okay, watch the forearm. It's sinking a little bit. And via, hey. Up, too far. I caught you with that circular parry. Think closer. Via, hey, hey, up. Cover. Another one like that. Via, hey, hey, up. Good. Cover. First position. Rest.
Just ever so slight.
Yeah, it's.
That's not
We're talking inches in terms of difference, but the viability of what parry one is using against a given threat. Those inches matter, because, just give me a blade line real quick. So say you were attacking here, so a close attack, and I chose a simple parry instead. So that steel's coming in, it may not be effective. Similarly, you're way over here, and I'm doing this circular parry. You know, the distance matters. So that's why we attack where we do to get particular parries. Or the person defending should know better. But is that 100%? No, because you're always going to get somebody who wants to do simple parries all the time or wants to do circular parries all the time.
Right.
Which is why Gogler puts cutovers where he does in the book. Because you do simples, you do circles. Oh, here's something that can elude either of them. You know, you can just lift your blade out of the way regardless of what parry is being used in the highline.
Right.
That's one of the reasons. The other one, of course, being you're withdrawing your point for a little bit, which is up until then you're only going point forward. All right, let's do an action on the blade. We got so many choices. Let's reinforce the first and second change.
Okay.
Ordinarily, I would do like a change of engagement. Let's do a change beat. We haven't done a change beat in a while. So, from your engagement in first, change beat to second. You want to see what that looks like?
Let me try it first.
Okay.
I think I have an idea.
Okay. If not, there's probably a few tweaks I'll do, but let's see what it looks like. On guard. Okay. Engage in second. First. Okay. Change beat to second. And straight thrust. Okay. You can definitely do it that way, keeping everything in fourth. An alternative, blade and line. Yeah. Go ahead and give me a blade and line. So the change in hand position actually can facilitate this. Okay. The wind up is built in by changing the hand position where you're at. So you don't have to. What you did is perfectly valid, and if it works, great. But there's different flavors. Try it out. On guard. Okay, engage in first. And via. Whoa. Recover. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm even strapped in. That's ideal. Engage. And via. Good. Cover. Okay. Engage. Okay. So with your first, very slight third and fourth hand position. Very good. Okay. And via. Good. Cover. And again, engage. Okay. Relax the elbow a little bit. Yeah. And via. Good. Cover. All right. First position rest. Yeah. Looks like you got a couple of each in there. I like the hand position change. It's just facilitates it.
I definitely do too.
Say that again?
No, I definitely do too.
Oh, okay.
Like you were saying, it definitely has a bit more
Yeah,
to it.
the more you can kind of pull double duty with some actions, like you don't have to change the line and change the hand position because both are happening simultaneously. One is facilitated by the other. So I feel like it's more elegant. I strive for elegance.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what is the thing with foil, whether it's the French or Italian grip, I always have troubles with the beats and fourth.
Uh-huh.
Whenever to my outside. I mean, to my inside.
Yeah.
I can do it all day.
Well, it has much to do with the muscle groups involved. So beat and fourth, you're using your pectoral muscle. And this is stronger. Whereas with the outside line beats, you have to use the deltoids or the rhomboids. You know, it's just not as good. Mm-hmm. There are ways to kind of juice it a little bit, but yeah, the inside line beats tend to be stronger. I actually like beating in first because not only is it over, it's up. So wham, and it lifts their arm out of the way and just clears a bunch of target. Okay, let's do the disengagement in time against the attempted change beat. So the disengagement in time you use it against most actions on the blade, with the exception, of course, of the expulsion. But it has a different feel to it with every action on the blade. You know, if you're training it. So with this sort of action, you just gotta wait a little bit until I'm going to second. If you pull the trigger too early, I will catch you. But once I'm here, then you can swing and miss. Let's give it a try. All right. So from against my attempted change beat, counterattack by disengagement in time. On, guard, blade and line. Yeah. Blade and line. Yeah. I'm trying to hit you. All right, blade and line. Good. One more time, blade and line. And recover, first position. Very nice, good timing. This is exactly where you want to do. And there's the ideal, right? The ideal is I'm dead before I get here.
Right.
That's a fast movement. That's probably not going to happen, but that's what you want to strive for.
Yeah. I feel like it probably could have been bring the hand a bit further, or from here, just kind of like as I'm coming around, starting a little bit sooner, instead of avoiding the circle before coming.
Yeah, but you want to make sure that I can't change what I'm doing. If you start too early, I may just change it into a I don't know, like a change of engagement, or go to a different line, or try to parry you. We can do the contraries if you're up to it.
Sure, I'm down.
Okay. Using the disengagement in time is a good way to get there. Right. All right, so we'll keep with the change beat. Okay, so you'll still try to do the change beat against my counterattack by disengagement in time. Let's parry. Where are we going here? I'm going to third. Let's go up to first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go back to first. Let's keep using first. So against the counterattack and disengagement time, parry first in counter time or riposte. On, guard. Okay. Do engage in first. Okay. So change beat. Yeah.
So
It might feel a little bit weird.
I might not change my hand position.
That works. Okay. Engage. And via.
My bad. That's fine. I'm responsive.
That's why I'm going a little bit lower to force the first, because otherwise your fourth comes down here.
Right.
Yeah, keep it in first. Engage. Keep it loose. And via.
I mean,
So you're squishing it a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, keep it out in front of you.
Can I get the motion in my head just a
Sure,
second? So here.
Let's try one slow. Engage. All right, so try the change beat. And, yep. Okay, again, engage. Good. Okay, engage. Yeah. Again, one more time, engage, sync on that pair. Wait, hold it, let me command it. Sync on the pair, engage. Good. All right. So, next action. Against my attempted parry and reposting counter time, feint in time. We worked on the contraries earlier in the classes. It's very similar, but since the lines are different, that's what I think this is offering. Because working in the long lines with this is a little odd. So I'm trying to make it a little challenging. All right, ready?
Yeah.
On guard. First one, nice and slow, blade in line. So now that becomes a feint. So as I do my change beat, your disengagement time becomes a feint and disengagement. Yep. Should feel familiar. You did this earlier.
Right.
Just in single time, not counter time. All right, blade in line. Okay, blade in line. Yeah, try again. Good. Blade in line. Oh, damn it. Good. All right, relax. All right, the rest counter time. All right. I believe this one goes to the